and he made me guess. I guessed penguin. I was correct. He said there was another one. The second one was a chicken. It took me forever to think of like, how is a chicken? And of course it's a wingless bird. And so I'm proud of all these teams for choosing better names like dodos and kiwi. He thought I was ridiculous for thinking that a dodo was a good favorite bird. It's like, Papa, they're stupid and eat rocks. And I was like, okay, all right. Nocturnals are playing kiwi.
They're stupid and eat rocks. Huh.
Yeah. So
interesting.
Well, they didn't survive for a reason, I guess.
Don't turn that into another Manitoba player diss, Mitch.
Exactly.
Well, I did call Nate Gatz a caveman earlier yesterday, so.
He's a warrior, not a caveman.
Oh.
There's some Viking energy there.
I'm not saying that he's stupid and eats rocks. I'm not at all saying that.
That's probably for the best.
I'm just saving my own butt there.
Sashay away is lining up against the Cassowaries.
Got Sashay away. Quite a few players from Montreal, Halifax, and the Toronto area. And Cassowaries, I believe, entirely Calgary, if I remember correctly.
Well, given their flightless bird name, that does make sense. Some great jerseys at work here. Thank you for the coordination, everyone. Ball's firing, no hits.
And we're seeing Sashay setting up on offense.
Quick to the line, ball's out, no damage.
So Cassowaries, they are featuring Adam Bader, who's number 22 if you ever get a chance to see that, who is, I guess, the primary organizer of this event. Playing in co-ed and men's. And they are looking to retaliate, but a block there.
So great court awareness for both teams, so it's hard to have a sneaky throw like that pay off. I'm surprised with Sashay away, as great as these coordinated jerseys are, to not go last name and numbers is a bit of a, like I've almost never seen that.
So I think, so we see the head on Rayano there, and Quesnel off the court as well.
But 3v3, so just back and forth even match.
So I can't make it up, but somebody did mention yesterday that they are all named after RuPaul's Drag Race characters, which I have to admit, I don't watch, so I wouldn't have understood that. So I think those names do show up on I think on these jerseys you can.
Okay, but like right on the top shoulder, I guess. Hey.
Yeah.
I thought that was like the the name of the supplier or something. Okay, it's so small. Okay. Well, that's exciting.
That's a nice thematic choice for this team. I think a lot of the players involved really like those theme-based teams, so always appreciate it. Whereas we've got the more conventional look at the Cassowaries there with, I believe those are Calamity-related jerseys from an earlier provincial championship. 3-on-3 now. Players from both sides coming on up to the line. And coming close.
Yeah, and anyone new that's watching, kind of whose burden to throw will either be however many balls are to the advantage or the last to throw. And quite often when you're seeing a 3v3, it'll be one ball tossed over, so there are 3 balls, they're the last to go. Now there's the player advantage, and we'll see what happens. Oh, a very accurate snipe by Joey LeBlanc, and I believe an attempted catch but missed, and a 2v1 situation.
Sniped right back. And so, as you say, it's going to be a 2v1 favoring the Cassowaries for the moment. And yeah, it looks like that hit, finding the feet.
Barely with a cross-court throw. And that's the first point on the board.
I believe that was just Ian Burke out of Montreal, hit out there at the end in a tough spot against an extra player on the other side. And so Cassowaries are going to take that 1-0 lead as we are about 4 minutes into this match. Pure defense attempted there on the Sashay away side, but Cassowaries with a nice aggressive play. I think that was Lopez hit out on the rush.
And so far, Sashay is they're winning or Sashay away. They're winning the stream chat fandom.
Yeah, some popular characters within the dodgeball scene.
Yeah, absolutely. So, any fans of Cassowaries, it's now your turn to speak up and get loud.
I mean, they might have more in the venue, just given that they've got
Well
home
said.
team advantage.
And right now they also have a player advantage, but ball's on the Sashay away.
Sashay, I think we'll know what you mean, but yeah,
Yeah.
we'll get it right. We'll get it right.
Yeah.
Good convincing fakes. Oikel, though, protecting himself. And these Sashay folks coming up to the line. We see a shot. Yeah, finding the mark on the left corner. Got back to 3-on-3.
Mm-hmm. And I often see particularly in men's games, you can be stuck at 3 versus 3 for a while. In that like usual ball trading back and forth. Great hit on the right hand side.
That Nguyen hit out, and the thrower getting his ball back as well on the rebound. It's always a nice little bonus. Oof, that one, little off.
Interesting.
Not quite right, I think.
And maybe it was trying to be like a kind of surprise, quick. No one's expecting it, and potentially because it was so quick, might have been a little bit off target. Amazing pressure, for Corey Oikel there. Just he didn't have to go all the way to the line to do a pump fake and make the other player retreat.
Walsh just missed that player putting everything into his throw.
Yeah.
I love the effort shown there. Got Walsh and Oikel kind of calling things out.
Yeah, an interesting move by Welsh. It looks like he's they're putting on the wrist just to show kind of the 1 or 2 or like kind of where the play call is. I don't think I've ever really seen a player kind of put their fingers there for the play call. Oh, and then I love this one when you use the ball to protect your mouth from other people being able to read the play. Back and forth, 2v1.
You saw how Oikel recognized that he was going to have that counter shot for several seconds before he took it, just waiting until the player was in a vulnerable enough spot to take it. It's a very savvy move, not rushing the moment there. And it looks like they're able to connect on that last one.
Okay, the refs are going to come in and calling out. And that's the thing, like as great as jumping is, you're very predictable unless you can do this elite twist. I like to call it like a grocery bag in the wind. You're coming down, and the veteran players were able to throw kind of right at where his ankles were going to be once he returned.
It's true. As a jumper myself, I've been victimized by the people who are used to playing against me in exactly that fashion. So again, we see Cassowaries just faster off the rush, sending 2 balls.
Yeah. But staying alive. That first one was a great dodge, and the fact that there was a second trailer coming, even more impressive to stay alive.
See Sashay keeping the pressure on the line to regain control of that ball. They're in a good position to start things off here. They're able to convert into another out, 2 more.
Okay. And are we... So it should be 1-1 for the score, shouldn't it, right now?
That is correct.
Yeah. Ball up in
Get
the air.
that updated when we can. A nice shot toward the middle. Looks like they did get, I think that was Walshu, and a failed attempt to catch. Brianna coming close, and now it's Cassowaries' attempt to protect that ball.
That is full body motions there. I love that. Just you could tell, like from ankles to arms, all loaded.
Not head though.
It's hard to show an activated head.
We see how important those pressure moments are, where you just sell that you are ready to let go if they take a step 1 inch closer. And
now Sashay with control of the court. Attempted catch.
Yeah, there was
Cross
one
court.
catch there before
Yeah.
getting hit out, so this is a
Yeah, good.
scrambly point.
Players swapping, and now we're 2v2. A little time called for the ref just to confirm something. Maybe making sure that it was indeed a catch.
Maybe making sure the correct player came back on.
Oh, and good on them for allowing it in the top level. If the wrong player goes on, that's a lost opportunity for a player going back on.
That's right. That's just an instant out. You don't get a redemption if it happens at, say, a WDBF international level event. Still talking, trying to get this right. It is 1-1 with one or two players per side. We'll find out exactly how many.
One volunteer ref talking to another volunteer ref. And it may be indeed determining what we were just talking about, which is that player took the out, essentially. Which, a shame, and you're learning lesson there. And I think he stays alive. The ball went over and under. Dennis, attempted catch, and now my favorite, 1v1.
There's a shot missing high, a second one right away, and it finds the mark.
Oh, frustrating. Yeah, if you're the player for Cassowaries, which I would guess was Adam Bader, you can correct me.
I'm pretty sure that's correct.
Yeah, just not being
22 as he spun around, but
yeah, exactly. And just like after the initial throw, not countering, and then there was the adjusted throw and take it. And so you're extra frustrated that you've got balls in hand and you didn't kind of go down swinging.
yeah, but Lopez able to find that shot, and so now that's a 2-1 edge for Sashay away. Ooh, LeBlanc just caught reaching a little bit there, I think, and maybe Nguyen hit out as well behind him.
Oh, yeah, that's an impactful moment there. Ball up, catch, staying alive. Dennis out. Player coming in. Let's just gotta wait a second for all the exchange to happen.
Yeah, Cassowaries still 4 strong, although only 1 ball in hand. Got that windmill from Rayano helping to take someone out, and I think a drop again. LeBlanc trying for it.
The screen chunking for just the perfect moment of not knowing how this is going to turn out.
Yeah, so we still have Rayano back in on the right side, Oikel on the left, facing down 3 Cassowaries members. Andrew Rayano, longtime veteran of the scene. Got that unorthodox underhand throw sometimes. Also a very good blocker and catcher. One of the hardest people to get out that I've played against. Oikel, again, just showing that great timing and now the pressure as well, but it's a one-on-one as Rayano was hit out.
And basically, we've got a grandmaster here in Corey Oikel. No pressure that he hasn't seen.
Yeah, but no fear on the opponent either.
And both players are with both balls can be locked and loaded. Close and good block.
Yeah, we see good attacks from the Cassowaries player. Aggressive now, blocked cleanly.
And this is where your ball retrievers really matter. Did he catch?
Wow.
He caught it.
That is quite a grab.
And you know what? Actually, we've seen him do that a couple times today. It's like, body on the ground, laid out, and pulls it in.
Yeah, I don't know how he's able to find those catches. I mean, I am an okay catcher if I'm standing up and facing my opponent, but that is something.
And so we're missing so now 3-1 for Sashay away. But an effective opening rush for the Cassowaries has a player advantage. Oh, but now a quick out, and we're down to 5-on-5.
And now, I believe that's Burke hit out on the side.
Quick play call. Farron with a strong shot across, and takes out Dennis.
Yeah, Cassowaries still with 5, so they're in a good position here.
So, Terry, can you say clutch catch Corey 3 times.
Clutch catch Corey. Clutch catch Corey. I'm just going to do it twice. But yes, I mean, I'm sure you found this too, but sometimes just doing the commentary, you naturally end up in those tongue twister positions. And
Oh my goodness. you're just seeing it like a slow train wreck of trying to get the words out.
you just hope you do okay when it comes up. But Cassowaries still with that player edge. They go toward the middle. They find Walsh. Walsh doing a nice little bounce pass over to Rayano, getting that ball over to teammates still on the court. Gonna see what they can do with it. Rayano hit out though on the aggressive pre-taliation from the Cassowaries
4v1
player.
See how
We know LeBlanc is going to look for a catch, so
yeah. Just the moment they go to throw at him, if he's at the line, we're gonna have to just be like, "Oh no, you didn't." No.
he did get a good throw though.
Yep.
Making it just a 3-on-1.
Okay.
Goes again, looking catch.
Oh, that was a great throw. It was in and out in no time. LeBlanc not happy with that moment. But we're still up by 1 if you're Sashay away. That's a 3-2 game.
Yeah. And Joey, perhaps a bit like me, where after, if I feel like I should have made a play, I don't actually want the encouragement from my teammates for at least a moment.
Yeah. Just give me space.
I kind of talk myself down.
Yeah.
But you can see the team ready to support him. And it is 3-2. Oh yeah, you're throwing it in the chat too. 3-2.
Yeah.
Sashay away, still up. And I believe we are probably into sudden death here, right?
I had when I was typing in and I looked, I was like, okay, did I somehow miss the opening rush? So started in sudden death.
Wow. There's a clutch catch on the other side as well. Cassowaries looking good.
Taking away some of the strength of these players that are great at blocking. Like a little bit more aggressiveness. And I'm impressed at the solo throw and the pump faking by the 2 wingers. Again, we'd be expecting a lot of balls to be coming out right now as Sashay away goes to the line.
Guard able to get under that one, but not the trailing shot.
Yeah. The trailer.
So 5 strong though. Cassowaries up to the line. All the balls. They
up over.
Well, they do find Burke on the side, so only able to get 1, but they'll take it.
And it goes to show how close this match is.
Yeah, these teams very evenly matched.
Quick call by the right winger. Firing by the inner player. Up.
Yeah, now most of the balls, Cassowaries' hands.
Seem to be maintaining that ball advantage and slowly taking out the opposition. 4 players to 2. Quick retaliation. No dice.
And Nguyen as well. Still alive on the side. There's a shot by Lopez. Nguyen hit out.
Now 1v. This is a tough one. 1v4.
Lopez splits a couple of players there. Avoids those shots.
Sells out for the catch. And here we are. It's tie game.
Yeah, so Cassowaries is coming out strong in that sudden death period, and they are able to bring it up to 3-on-3. And yes, it does seem like the court 1 situation, the technology is not working with us. I'm not sure if it's a network issue, a power issue, or what, but we did have producer Mitch earlier on here just kind of saying that unfortunately I have not been able to get it to work stably today, so it's had its moments, but I believe currently there is nothing showing up there. So we will provide updates if we get them, but it is... Fortunately, that court is in rough shape right now. Well, the feed for it. The court itself looks to be fine from what I can see.
Great opening rush. Love the sprint formation there by player 1. Just like starting blocks ready to go.
Yeah, so if these jerseys are accurate, that should be Sean Chiem.
Love the jerseys.
Yeah, I like these. Good classic look.
Yep. I love when there's asymmetry as well. And a shoe shot. All right. Dominant right now.
Cassowaries have really been finding their shots. I think when they're setting up to throw, I think they've looked like the stronger throwing team. I think Sashay away has done well with the counters and the timing on the kinds of scramble plays, but Cassowaries maybe just able to leverage pretty strong arms at this point.
Yep. And you'll notice Adam Bader on the left there, just kind of very strong, just very clear, direct throws. Might be teaming it up. A lot of balls. Strafing away. Yeah.
Farron trying that sneaky shot.
Yeah.
Bent a little too far back away from the target, though. And that is Oikel letting go with, I think that's Walsh on the side with him. Walsh is down, though, so only one left on the Sashay away side. Cassowary still got 3.
And the ball slowly rolling towards them. In like the worst possible position for Sashay away.
And Oikel
Farron
obviously
Chiem.
is comfortable with Chiem putting a little bit of pressure on.
Yep. And they're doing a great job triangulating. So Farron on number 3, staying far to the left. Cross courts it with pressure coming from Chiem, number 1. Ball is up.
Ooh.
On target.
Yeah, Oikel hard to get out, but they were finally able to put enough shots on him to get one through. I think that's definitely part of what you see with the elite players like Corey Oikel is just like whatever other skills they have, one thing they almost all share is that they're just tough to get out. Just tough compared to other players that are just like a level or 2 below them. So good job by the Cassowaries to find that shot and go up 4-3.
Yeah, and the patience to have this endurance. You know, like you might have been stumbling early, but just clearly their game is working now.
Looks like they grazed Nguyen, maybe in the face area there. So you see the little kind of looking hand from back.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's that. There's that awkward to deal with windmill shot from Gano getting pretty much cross court.
Yeah. Just the uppercut over to Q.
And I just do not understand the mechanics of it. I've watched it so many times. I don't understand how it comes out that way. See it again.
And even more valuable when it's a team throw, because then there's 2 balls coming at you at different angles.
And it's a pretty different angle that throw comes in with. So good work, Sashay away. Trying to stop the bleeding here. They've given up, I think, 3 points in a row. They do hit Bader out.
And one thing, maybe while you're commentating, Terry, I'll see if we can find out the score from the other court.
Sounds good. So we see a shot heading toward Quesnel in the middle. Cassowaries still with 4. They've got points in a row. They get a catch there as well. They've got some good catching so far, making it really difficult to put them away. So Sashay away, of course, have some catchers of their own. We do see... Oh, we just see them kind of setting up on offense now. Got the shots coming in.
Balls up.
1 and 3.
Team catch.
Wow, another catch.
Although I think that one of the players actually walked off the court and didn't wait for the catch. But of course, with the catch, mind you, we got a 1v situation. Sorry about that. LeBlanc.
Yeah, we know he'll be looking catch.
And I think controversial moment, but that looked like a catch. Sorry for the world that there's no instant replay, but I think he pulled it in.
Very tough from here to tell if it touched the ground before he secured control of it. I think that's the conversation, but...
Yep. And one thing that is maybe kind of long time ago you might have is the trap, where there's this mythical in-between zone of the ground and the catch. And now it's on the ref to be clear and determined what's what.
And I still, obviously, I can't... A bit of a false start there, I think. I couldn't tell completely from the the so-called instant replay attempt, but it looked like it may have touched the ground before he got control. Very close either way. And yeah, tough break there, but Cassowaries now ahead.
Now pulling ahead, exactly, 5-3. And it's been a while since we've seen Sashay away point.
So Cassowaries, having seized the momentum, Sashay away with enough time to try and get it back for themselves as they hit out GM, I believe, on the side.
Some player advantage.
A nice low attempt to...
LeBlanc trying to have a little sneaky cross-court throw there.
Yeah.
Just missing.
Again, those feel great when they hit. They feel pretty silly when I throw them and they don't hit. I've tried to err on the side of throwing them less.
Yeah, well, it's only super silly when it's that last ball and you're like, oh, I thought it was a sure thing. Up, down, survives. Great work there by Dan Lack.
Yeah, showing the athleticism in the air there.
Major pump fakes.
Yeah, Cassowaries getting the Sashay away players to move quite a bit with those pump fakes.
And one thing that's a bit surprising is the Cassowaries are pretty quick to retreat to the back line and then just wait it out.
Yeah, I mean, it's working for them now.
Yeah. No, part of the surprise is that it's not hurting them.
Yeah, those shots toward the Cassowaries player just not quite able to find the hits. Farron still in there. Chang making the call behind the held ball. And LeBlanc hit out.
With 4 minutes to go, 4v4, this is an important moment for the Sashay away team. If they can take this, it's still anyone's game. If the point goes to Cassowaries, that's a pretty strong turn odds in their favor.
And it's a hard-fought point. Just not a lot of ground being given either way.
Yeah.
Bader's shot was blocked. Looks like he gets a ball back. Sashay to the line. They're just going to throw one, I think, toward Bader this time.
A little bit more action now. Risky moves and excellently defended. So it looks like there will be a decent ball advantage by Sashay away.
Yeah, quite a flurry there, and we may see another.
Yeah. Black's athleticism paying off yet again. Goes low.
Yeah. Still lots of energy. The shot toward Rayano missing.
He's got his pump fake though. Looks like he extra grips it. Like if he watches later, Dan, if you're watching this, look at your pump fake and try and make sure it looks real. But
God,
that
Dan.
throw. Yeah.
So still 3-on-3. Sashay away going for Bader.
I tell you, I can't, the amount of times a men's game is 3v3 and it's just one volley back and forth.
It's another stat we could try to find. Time spent in different player accounts.
Totally.
The only problem, these advanced stats sound great until you're the one who has to watch all the footage and compile them.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
and
that
underhand.
Riano, he does get hit, though.
Back and forth. See, right now the clock is starting to turn closer to the final 2 minutes, and the pressure should be on Sashay away. And if they weren't realizing, if Cassowaries was intentionally slowing down, that's a tricky move a veteran team can do.
Yeah, although when you do slow down, you can't relax the pressure on the other team. That's always the balance to try and find.
Yep, well said.
Quesno there, trying to put some pressure of their own toward their opponents.
Play call to the line. Oh, now it's 3v1.
Cassowaries, 3 strong now. They've been able to whittle down Sashay away, and it's going to be a tough battle to bring it back with the way that they're hitting.
Yeah, huge moment right now. Solo throw. A little bit surprised that it was a solo throw.
Well, again, I think they know the clock is in their favor. No need to rush it. Now the
Or they
rush.
very much know that the clock is in their favor. There was no rushing there. And here we go.
It's hard to be on the other side of that because you want them to.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's a painful moment there. Owen, what's going on?
Yeah, a lot of balls from everywhere. So I'm not sure if that was the
Did they
player
just
giving
call the
himself
game?
up.
Yeah.
May
Maybe
have
he
been
stepped off?
May have been opting to give himself up just to move on to the next point and give his team a chance, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So that was can't hear what's happening there. So
It does. It's and no drama at least. And excellent opening shot.
yeah, so at this point, it does look like the Cassowaries are going to complete the comeback and then some.
And meanwhile,
Moving
we got
on.
a score from the other court. Hard as foam is also. It may have just changed, but they're up 5-1, and so we're seeing what the next round could possibly look like.
All right. So over to sudden death, where we're going to just see the final points here for Pride. Maybe even saying we'll waive it. So yeah, during the playoffs when everybody's kind of gassed, I think it's fine sometimes to just say, like, all right.
Thanks, but no thanks. You won this. Yeah. To save your arms. And Wibbly Wobbly Cat thinks it was a backline violation. And sometimes it's intentional when the game is within reach. If you're 1v many, just to end it. And I think maybe both of us would have seen that at the world stage. Jeff Snow doing that during one game for Team Canada. And just like, you got to know the clock. And if your team can be fully restored and get the next point.
Yeah, it depends on the situation. If you think you legitimately have a shot to take out the other team one on some number, then can be correct to just play it out and try to make it happen. But yeah, if the clock is becoming an issue, even if you think you are significantly stronger than all the players in the other team, Sashay away, still giving the stream a bit of a shout out there, then it can be correct just to play for the time and play your percentages that way rather than trying to force it on your own. So Sashay away, they do fall. Cassowaries with that strong comeback, finishing 6-3, and it's quite the celebration at the end.
Love the attitude. All right, so I guess we'll be waiting for all the scores to be put in to see what the next matchup will be.
Yeah, so I think we'll have a women's match next on this court. Just trying to see.
And is that No Balls versus Rainbow Thunder?